hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag a bulk me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no fun. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never try. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's... out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, set, 52, 52's the mic. Let's go, D.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And 10 at the Redskins' 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Wait, that round 80? This is round 80? This is me and you.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a first down. Well, they're lucky. If that was roughing, it would have been a first down. Instead, still 4th.
But now it brings up a decision, doesn't it? Now you're in a position where maybe it changes what you do.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go with from Michel. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Well, that throw by Brady incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Second down and goal. Brady, he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action. Haskins. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with him in the last game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss.
said hut, you might tip your arm.
Be a long day for you. Watch tight end.
Hut, hut.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
You can't stop me.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Check.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And a penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Following the penalty, Michelle. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now a give to Peterson running right.
Go, run.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
It's 3rd and 10.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Haskins. Here's a screen to Powell. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Wait, that 380. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They give it to Peterson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Switch.
They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on third down. Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give to Peterson running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
51's the mark. 51's the mark. No gain on this defense.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't? Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on first down, Brady going up top. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Son, 18 data. 50. All day, dog.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Paul Richardson. Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 99, check 99. 81. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go. It's time to crack. Big stop, G. Set up, stop, let's go. Right here, guys.
Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Hey, set 29, Alpha. Watch the screen. Pass. Alert.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially now with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 11 yards there, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Patriots.
Wait, set. Ready? Mike 51. You don't see me in your nightmare, son. You got
On the handoff, it's Michelle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Let's go.
They go play action with Haskins. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Bannon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to float this over the middle. Deep. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 88 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On play action, it's Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive with Peterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins is going to go for a big play downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
This quarterback now Just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run with Thompson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll turn to Thompson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it right side of the lane. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st. Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with 8 seconds remaining. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.